John Gill's Exposition of the entire Bible.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 11.
Reading first from the King James Bible, quote, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book, and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, and unto Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea. Unquote. John Gill's Exposition, quote, saying, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. These characters which are represented here, see Gill on Revelations 1:8, are left out in the Alexandrian copy, the Complutensian edition, the Vulgate Latin, Syriac, and Ethiopic version, but are very fitly retained to point out the person that speaks, to express his dignity, deity, and eternity, to excite the attention of John, and to give weight to what he said. And what thou seest, write in a book, that it may remain and be read of all men, and be profitable to the churches in the then present age, and in all future ones. And send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, from whence it appears that not only the 7 following epistles were sent to the churches, but that after John had written in a book the account of all the visions that he saw, the whole was sent unto them for their use and benefit, and who are particularly named. Unto Ephesus, which was a city of Ionia, and which Pliny calls the work of the Amazons and the light of Asia. It was famous for the temple of Diana, but more so for having a church of Christ in it. Hither the Apostle Paul came and preached, and continued for the space of 2 years, where a very famous church was planted by him, and proper officers appointed, to whom he wrote a very excellent epistle. This is now a miserable, desolate place, not a city, but a village, and is called by the Turks Alasalik. Of this place in church, see Gill on Acts chapter 18, verse 19, and Acts chapter 20, verse 17. And unto Smyrna, another city of Ionia, so called from Smyrna, the wife of Theus, the builder of it, or from Smyrna, in Amazon, the relics of which marble busts are to be seen there to this day. It lies about 46 miles from Ephesus, and is by the Turks now called Esmir, and is still a place famous, but not for pompous buildings, but for a number of inhabitants, riches, and commerce. And unto Pergamos, this was a city of Mysia, situated by the river Caicus, formerly the seat of the kings of Attila, Attalia, and was bequeathed by the Attalus, Attalus, their last king, to the Romans. It is famous for being the native place of Galen, it's Galen, the physician, and of Apollodorus, the rhetorician, master to Augustus Caesar, and for the invention of parchment in it, from whence it seems to have its name. And it is now called by the Turks Bergamo, Bergamo, and is almost 64 miles from Smyrna. And unto Thyatira, a city of Lydia, near the river Lycus, that's Lycus, formerly called Pelopia, Pelopia, Now by the Turks, AK, then HISSAR, or the White Camp, and is distinct from Pergamos about 48 miles. See Gill on Acts 16:14. And then to Sardis. This was another city of Lydia, situated at the side of Mount Tmolus. It was the metropolis of Lydia and the seat of King, I'm going to spell it Croesus, and is now called by the Turks, capital SART, and insists instead of a famous city, and is now an obscure little village of mean houses and scarce any inhabitants in it than shepherds and cow keepers, and 33 miles from Thyatira. And then to Philadelphia, another city of Lydia, situated at the foot of Mount Tmolus. It had its name from Attalus Philadelphus, the builder of it. It is now called by the Turks Allah Shar, that's Shashr, or the fair city, though there is nothing beautiful or magnificent in it. It is distinct from Thyatira about 27 miles. And then to Laodicea, another city of Lydia, near the river Lycus, that's Lycus, first named Diospolis, afterwards Rhoas, and now by the Turks called Eski and then Hissar, or the Old Camp, and is inhabited by none, unless it be in the night by wolves, foxes, and jackals, as our countryman Dr. Smith affirms in his Notitia of the seven churches of Asia, from whom I have taken the account of these cities as they now are, and the rest from Pliny and Ptolomy chiefly, and of John Gill, Revelation chapter 1, verse 11,